Micro-cheating. Some of us know about it, but some of us don't. But most people who hear the word think, this sounds harmless. Well, not exactly. Think of it as multiple tiny ways someone crosses the line without ever technically cheating. Maybe there are a few flirty texts, or keeping an old flame in DMs, or acting a little too invested in a friendship. On the surface, all that looks innocent, but deep down, you can feel it isn't. Let's talk about how to spot it. Here are 3 signs your partner might be crossing the line. Red flag number 1, lack of transparency. Here's where it gets tricky. Micro-cheating often hides behind privacy. They're not lying, but they're not exactly telling the truth either. You notice the phone tilts, the quick screen swaps, the sudden just a friend explanations. It's not the messages that feel fishy, it's just the secrecy around them. When transparency fades, connection fades too. But when you're with someone, you shouldn't have to wonder what version of them you're getting. And this is usually where emotional cheating starts to take root. In the small things no one talks about. The tiny choices that slowly build a wall between you and the person you thought you knew best. Have you ever caught something that didn't look like cheating but still felt wrong? Share it in the comments. You might put words to what someone else has been feeling too. When the honesty starts slipping, the emotional distance grows next. You stop getting the real version of your partner. Let's talk about what that distance looks like when it sets in. Red flag number 2, emotional withdrawal. Has it ever happened to you? You're sitting next to your partner, talking, sharing, but something about it just feels empty. It's like they're there, but they're not really with you. They talk, but there's no interest, no engagement. That feeling, that distance, it's emotional withdrawal. And it can sneak in long before either of you realize it. You'll notice it gradually. They stop asking how your day was, or they ask, but their eyes are on their phone. They don't touch you the same way anymore. You don't even show anger or frustration. They just stop showing up emotionally. The conversations that used to last for maybe hours now end in a few sentences. The silence that once felt comforting now feels heavy, and you catch yourself wondering when exactly these things started feeling one-sided. That's the thing about emotional withdrawal. It doesn't explode into fights. It fades in slowly, quietly, and while it might look like nothing's really wrong, from the outside, inside, it starts to hurt. And here's the part most people don't see. This distance is the perfect breeding ground for emotional cheating. When someone checks out emotionally, they start looking for that spark, that validation somewhere else. When emotional distance starts creeping in, it can make you question everything. But before jumping to conclusions, let's talk about another red flag that often goes unnoticed. Red flag number 3, prioritizing external relationships. Every relationship has its seasons, but when your partner starts giving their best energy somewhere else, you feel it. Their texts light up for someone at work, their inside jokes aren't with you anymore. It's not that they stopped caring, it's that their focus quietly shifted and you can feel yourself moving lower on their list. It often starts with something small. They start sharing more about their life with other people than with you. Maybe it's a friend who suddenly gets all the funny stories, or a coworker who becomes their go-to person for advice. None of it screams cheating, but you can sense it. Your relationship isn't where their emotional energy is going anymore. When your partner starts prioritizing everyone else's time, attention, and validation over yours, the bond between you quietly thins out. You stop being the first person they turn to, and that's the real red flag. Because once emotional attention leaves the relationship, closeness begins to fade right after it. If this spoke to you, hit subscribe. We've got more insights coming on how to keep your relationship centered, grounded in connection, not comparison.